Okay, so anyway, I wanted to begin with Edinger's point 3. Now, this is Edinger's lecture that I'm looking at, which goes from 5, what does it go? It goes from paragraphs 577 to 608. And keeping in mind there's 758 paragraphs total. Or the paragraph numbers go to 758. They only start at 553. So anyway, the book, which is this book, Transformation of the God Image by Edward Edinger. This is the book I'm referring to, but he is referring to Answer to Job, which is Jung's book. Okay, so Transformation of the God Image is actually his lectures that he gave at the Jung Institute in LA years ago. And so in this particular lecture, which gets up to paragraph 608, he wanted to emphasize 9 points. And so we're up to point 3 in that particular lecture. Okay, so he says, Job's suffering ends, not clear why. He says, from the point of view of the psyche, a compensation emerges. What he says is balance exists in the universe. There is balance in the universe. And so he says, quote, what Jung is alluding to in paragraph 583, what Jung is alluding to is the profound psychological law that when the ego becomes too one-sided, weighted too much in one direction, the unconscious psyche then constellates the contrary in the unconscious to balance the one-sidedness. Injustice, consciously perceived and borne, constellates justice. Let us hope. But he says that's quite a fundamental psychological law. And then he says, thus is the universe alive. All things are moral. Justice is not postponed. Perfect equity adjusts its balance in all parts of life. Every secret is told. Every crime is punished. Every virtue rewarded. Every wrong redressed in silence and certainty. What we call retribution is the universal necessity by which the whole appears wherever a part appears. And my comment was, this amounts to the Buddhist and Hindu ideas of karma. And my simplistic way of saying it from a Buddhist point of view is, karma is what goes around comes around. Beware of too much good staying in your hand. It will fast corrupt and breed worms. Pay it away quickly. Okay, so
what was it? What away quickly?
Pay it away quickly.
Pay it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was mentioned last week that Robert Johnson talked about. You know, where he got inflated because he won some big award, and then he yelled at some waiter, and it was like,
yeah.
But I remember I was getting a reading by an astrologer one time, and he said, you've got all this good stuff going on, go out and work in a soup kitchen. You gotta balance it out.
You have to balance it. And beware of too much good staying in your hand. It will fast corrupt and breed worms. Pay it away quickly. Anyway, he says, it's something we all come to realize consciously or unconsciously, that there's balance in the universe, and we don't have to do anything. Go back to a couple of these verses from both sides now. Joni Mitchell's saying, but now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads. They say, I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. I've looked at life from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at
I
all.
know those lyrics.
That's a pretty powerful idea. Today, just randomly, a song I have on my iPhone came on, which I hadn't selected, but it just came on, and it was Paul Simon's "Hurricane's Eye."
He was another good poet.
Yeah, and it ends with a mother. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She was baking a cinnamon pie. She fell asleep in a washing machine and woke up in a hurricane's eye. That's the end of it. All right, so that's point 3, which is point 3 is that the universe is in balance.